Good morning, everybody. Yes, I am a morning person. And yes, I'm a la natural. But I wanted to come to you guys this morning and get a Facebook Live in. I haven't really been live and in my kitchen lately. It's just been kind of crazy with summer, and it's going to be a busy day today, going and getting kids and things like that. So I thought, oh, I'll just do a breakfast one. And this month I'm really focusing a lot on vegetables for people. And I want to show you a super easy way to get your vegetables in. In a day. So hold on 1 minute. There we go. Clear out the back. Breakfast is actually a fantastic place to get vegetables in that you probably wouldn't think of. I mean, I know I just have never been one to do vegetables for breakfast unless maybe, you know, it was in a casserole or something like that. But this is easy. You can make this ahead and batch cook this as well. That way you can just grab it and go and take it to work with you or whatever. Okay. So I'm showing you guys right now it's just a breakfast skillet basically. And so what I put in it, and I'm gonna pan this down so you guys can see. All right. So this right here is, I actually have already put some sausage in there, but you do not have to make this with any kind of meat if you don't want to. It's completely one of those things that you could make, you know, vegan, vegetarian, whatever you want, okay? Now, there is a bit of a process with this, and the reason I'm explaining this way is because there is a process to layering. I'm gonna come over here a little bit closer if I can. My cabinets aren't working with me. Anyway, it's okay. We'll make it work. All right, so there is a layering process that you want to do with skillets because you don't want to dump every single thing in at the same time because some vegetables cook quicker than others and will get all wilty and just mushy, and you don't want that, okay? So what I actually already started, as I said, I already cooked down my sausage, and then I put in about a cup of sweet potato, diced real finely. That's going to make it go really quick, okay? Or you can use a regular white potato as well. You can even put rice in there if you want to. Or I do like to have a little bit of that carb, that base, just for a real satiating breakfast. I love having a good big breakfast. Really is one of my favorite meals of the day. Who out there loves breakfast? I love it. I make it for dinner all the time, and this is a great dinner maker too. All right, so I have a cast iron pan. I love cooking with cast iron. So many benefits to that. All right, so this is actually cooking, and sweet potato doesn't take a ton of time to cook. It softens up fairly quick. Here's a tip for you. If you are cooking with potato and it's starting to stick to the bottom of the pan, which it can do even if you're, you know, putting butter in it or oil, a little tip here is to put just a tidge of water at the bottom, okay? When you do that, you get a little flame action, but it helps to break up all the bits at the bottom, and it cooks off, so it's not going to be wet, all right? But that is a big tip that is a lifesaver so that you're not sitting there scraping, you know, like crazy. Just a little bit of water every now and then, and I promise it's okay. All right, so the next thing I'm going to put in is actually, that's hot, is mushrooms. Mushrooms, you want those to cook down quicker. And again, these, you know, vegetables are of your choice, but I love mushrooms. Again, they're kind of hard, they're hearty, and they make me just, you know, nice and full. So I'm going to keep that going. If I need to, I can add a little bit more butter as I go, which I do often. Even though, yes, there is a little bit of fat in the, you know, there's fat in the sausage. This is a really pretty lean sausage, and if you do like a turkey sausage, it'll be pretty lean. But I love the flavor of butter, and this is the layering of flavors. It's going to taste amazing because you're not just, you know, you're layering in all the vegetables over time. And as you can see, I've got, you probably can't see, can you? Let me see if I can get this down. All right. I wish I didn't have, anyway, it's all good. We're making it work this morning. All right, I've got zucchini, tomatoes, and I've got some kale here, and then I've got just a little bit of green onion. I'm doing with what I had in the fridge. I thought I had some pepper. If I did have like a pepper, green pepper, bell pepper, that would actually go in next because that takes a little bit more time to saute down. Okay? So I'm going to keep cooking. Do you guys love, love breakfast skillets. I just love them. And, you know, whenever we go out to eat, I like to get them. But lots of times there's really not that much for vegetables in them. So, yeah, I just love making them at home. And they're so easy to do. And you can easily make this all a big huge batch of it, okay? So whatever you have, if you have spinach, you can do spinach. This is just a baby kale that I had, or Swiss chard is another really great one. If you chop it up, you really don't taste it. And spinach as well. But if you have peppers, you could put it in. You could put in, you know, any vegetable that you want. To be really honest, you can do whatever you want. So we're just gonna keep cooking here a little bit. And I love my mushrooms. I do. I mean, this is the time of year where we're getting all sorts of different vegetables out of the garden, out of, you know, and you can do bigger fresh tomatoes. I just had these small cherry tomatoes, so that's the reason I was doing that. So these are almost softened up. So I'm going to go ahead and add the onion, and I'm going to go ahead and put the zucchini and the tomato in. Those are one of the last. Zucchini will cook, you know, fairly quick, and you don't want it to get mushy. I mean, who likes mushy zucchini? I do not like mushy zucchini, so I'm just going to keep going. If you really want it to even cook faster, just put some kind of a lid on top. I have this flat cast iron that I'm going to cook my eggs in, and I just put that on top, and that actually creates a little steam. I could put a little bit more water in. Again, creates a little steam. All good, right? The last thing I'll be putting in is the greens. So if you are putting a green, like a spinach, a kale, a Swiss chard, this is the last thing you put in. Now I know it seems a little odd, and kale has a stronger flavor. I enjoy it. But Swiss chard, rainbow Swiss chard, and spinach are both really good ones to start with because they are milder, okay? They're a little bit milder for people who aren't particularly big greens fans. Collard green is one that is a stronger taste to it. You know, it's about baby steps. It's about baby steps. I mean, look how pretty this is. And you want a rainbow. I wish I thought I had a pepper in here, and I'm kind of torqued that I didn't, but the color is just awesome. And yes, cooking tomatoes. You can cook tomatoes, guys. This is gonna just cook a little bit more. It's not gonna take too much longer. So what I'm gonna do is, while this is cooking, I'm gonna make my egg, because I don't want to use that because I'm gonna use my egg too. I'm gonna put an egg over the top. 1 egg, 2 egg, whatever you want. You could poach them. You know, whatever you want. A little bit of butter in there. Let me grab my eggs. I thought I had that, but I didn't. I'm back. I got my eggs. This is my lovely farm fresh eggs that I get from the local farm here. And I know you guys are probably like, gosh, that's a lot of butter. But to be honest, butter is not bad. This is the grass-fed butter from Curry Gold. Go up a little bit. And it is a saturated fat, but it's balanced. Actually, butter, to be honest, has saturated fat, but it also has polysaturated and monosaturated. It's a little bit of a fallacy. It's a little bit more saturated than all the others, but it does have all 3 fats in it. Okay? It's a little bit of a thing, and it's not bad for you, I promise. I just had my cholesterol taken, and it's like I'm a rock star. I have great cholesterol, and I eat butter and eggs every single day. Just so you know. Okay? So 2 eggs. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 eggs, and this is a cast iron flat pan, and I am so pumped about it. I got it at I might even been Walmart or Target or something, and I used a skillet too. You guys know that I love my electric, you know, I can't even think this morning. It's early. I'm going to have a drink of coffee. You guys have some coffee. Okay? Okay. So, that is finishing up. I am going to add the kale here in just a minute. I'm going to get my salt and pepper out because it's about time to salt and pepper as well. And I love my Himalayan sea salt, or just, you know, finely grained good salt. Is awesome. They have a little bit more nutrients in them than your standard fare. All right, so it's starting to get a little sticky at the bottom here, guys. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, panning down, coming over here. All right, can you see how lovely and bright that is? It's so awesome. I'm going to go ahead and put my kale in. All right. All right, put the kale in. I could have easily added more. I didn't this morning just for time purposes. The kale will cook down and greens will cook down very, very quickly. I got a little bit of water left in there, so yay! And that just helps to get all those bits and the flavor actually off the bottom of the pan, which I absolutely love. It's a little, I don't know where I learned this from. Probably out of necessity. All right, honestly, this is really, really close to done, guys. The greens just take seconds to cook up, depending on what greens. The collard greens, you know, Swiss chard takes just a titch longer. Okay, and I put my salt and pepper in there. I'm gonna get my bowl out here. A bowl or a plate, all right? I love these fun bowls. It's always more fun to eat out of a bowl. Okay, plop it in. And if you have like a fresh avocado, salsa, anything like that, you guys, you can easily just throw that on top. Do you see how bright that is? It's not mushy. Oh, hot. I'm gonna turn that off. Bright and green and easy. How long I've been on here? I don't even know. I don't have a time thing on here. It has not taken that long. A little bit of the chopping, but here's the thing. If you work in the morning or whatever, you can make this in batch. I can take the rest of this, put it in the fridge, just reheat it as I need it. This is a easy, big batch, take to work kind of situation. And then, you know, if you want, you can put scrambled eggs in it and make it a scramble so that you can just reheat everything and not necessarily have to make the eggs from scratch every morning. Okay? Or not have eggs in it. That's your choice too. You don't have to. Because if you have some meat in there, you've got protein. You could put beans in it. You can make the Southwest. There's so many options that you can do. But veggies for breakfast, you guys, try it. You might be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so I'm going to lay the eggs on top, and then we're going to try it right in front of you guys. I know it's going to taste good because I cooked it. All right, now I want to tell you guys, for those of you who are not a part of my Real Food community, I have a VIP, I call it a VIP, but I don't really, it's just a group of real foodies who want to learn more from me. A Facebook group that is totally private. It's called All About My Kitchen group. So if you want to be part of that group, and I share recipes, I share tips and tricks, I go live, you really do get a more hands-on time with me and learning from me. And you also, you know, you're kind of the first to know on stuff, and which is, you know, awesome, right? To be the person in the know. And then I also have coming up a cooking course, and it's all about vegetables and how you can take, you know, how do you cook your vegetables? Because I think a lot of people, they either just boil them or they steam them and that's it, or, you know, I don't know, maybe they grill them. I'm not sure, but I do know that there is some really great ways to cook vegetables and your kids will even eat it. I promise you. I promise you. So I would love for you guys, if you're local here, to be part of that. All right. So I'm going to put a link from my website to the cooking course. It's coming up in a couple weeks, but I want to make sure I put it out there. And this is just a little sampling of what that's going to be. And look at this, you guys. My eggs are pretty much done. I'm just going to lay that over top, and I got breakfast. I'm going to pan it down. And I'm going to like let you see the runny yolk in it. Oh my gosh, that's the best part. I actually love to poach my eggs too, so I want to make sure you guys can see that. See that runny yolk? So you put that in here, it's going to make it all creamy inside, and you have got an amazing breakfast. You could put, you know, avocado on top too. Oh, healthy, healthy. Healthy, balanced meal. I love it. So I hope you guys have learned a couple takeaways, and as always, I would love for you to be part of my community. So don't forget, go to, you know, I would love for you to be part of my community, and so please let me know if you want to be part of All About My Kitchen Facebook group, and I will add you. And I hope you guys have an amazing Friday and stay cool for those of you in the heated Midwest right now. And I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll see you soon.